Hello, and welcome back to episode 43 of my Darkest Dungeon Let's Play. Today we will be taking on the Fulminating Prophet Bloodspin in the ruins, because this week in the ruins, come on, where is it? There we go. We get plus 33% XP and plus 15% damage, so it's a perfect time to take to the boss for all that bonus XP and bonus damage. Our party today is made up of Graham, our occultist, who is rocking protection and healing buffs because he's going to be using weird word, whatever it is, reconstruction to keep us alive. We have Jendo, our jester. He will be bleeding people if he can. Yeah, he's in the right slot for that. And also buffing and dealing with stress, because we have John, our abomination, who won't be giving it that much stress because of the restraining padlock we got, which is fucking amazing. And finally up front we have a new party member, Spectrum, named after one of my viewers, who I don't know personally, but welcome to the party, you son of a bitch! Yeah, you are our second Revenant, so you'll be using your Blood Fury to protect us, and then killing anything that bleeds with Sanguine Strike and Obliterate. Also the Immortality buff, which is pretty fucking handy. Blood Spin and fucking Provision. Right, we will take another 2 keys. Yeah, that's too many keys. 3 keys is too many. We'll take a full stack of shovels because I always forget them and I deserve to be punished for that. We will take 2 full stacks of food because you're not really going to find extra food in the crypt. No, what's this place called? Ruins, in the ruins, not the crypt. So we have herbs for debuffs and possible cure interactions, although I'm not quite sure. Let's take 2 each of these just in case. We'll take an extra couple of bandages because I think the Revenant sometimes inflicts bleeding on himself. Also, am I happy with this colour palette? No. Let's go with this toxic green thing. I need to get up in this gig. Right. Yeah, that should be us. Shovels, torches, foods. Yeah, that should be everything. Cutscene.
This raving creature had to be silenced, but doing so proved maddeningly impossible. How had he survived the stockades, the icy waters, and the knives I delivered so enthusiastically into his back? How had he returned time and time again to rouse the townfolk with his wild speculations and prophecies?
Yeah, if there's something that history and Darkest Dungeon has taught us, is that you can't keep religious nut jobs down!
The echoes of his mindless tittering reverberate maddeningly. Yeah,
so Spectrum has taken 20 stress damage right off the bat because he is under-leveled for this dungeon. However, with his trinkets and the support of our gorgeous team, he will be fine. This is a key or a shovel. Let's use a shovel. We have more of those. Gold. Always believe in your soul.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Pissing my shovels away. Hope there's no more obstacles, or I will be fucked. Everyone really digging this Spandau Ballet reference? Is this just doing it for everyone else?
In Radiance,
like John loved it so much he threw himself on spikes to avoid it. Really quiet dungeon, which as per usual is giving me the fear. 2 gargoyles. They have high protection. And a stunning move. Cool. Right, we will weaken the one that hasn't acted yet. Hopefully take less damage from them. Or he can just miss all completely. All completely? All together? There we go. These are words. Slice!
Well struck.
For the crit, well done. Jendo, you legend. Right, let's see if we can stun one of them. Yeah. And that sets us up perfectly for a little bit of Sanguine Strike. Oh, Spectrum. It's okay, it's your first dungeon, you're nervous, I get it, I understand.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
You're under leveled, but you know, you'll get there. So let's go for an inspiring tune. The the stress that we started with.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Now obliterate! There we go! Spectrum, you legend, welcome to the party.
This expedition at least promises success.
Yes! I should have time to record quite a few episodes today because you know that situation where you have to wait in for a delivery guy and you plan like your whole day around it and then he arrives first thing in the morning? That happened to me today. Although it wasn't a delivery, it was an inspection for asbestos. Like, we don't have any asbestos in the house, and if we did, we'd probably know about
Finding
it.
the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Boners! Ooh, Spectrum don't like you to whine. 20 stress. And a debuff. Right, let's try and heal? Heal? Yeah. We'll heal. Let's play safe. We didn't like to bleed, but that's why I brought bandages. Right, harvest at both targets. Not going to inflict a bleed though because boners don't bleed. 220% bleed resist. Right, let's set up your Blood Fury.
Their formation is broken.
Yes.
Maintain the offensive.
You spell. You can't bleed, but you can be poisoned. You can't hit me, but I can hit you. Yeah, the Revenant class probably not great for the ruins because nobody really bleeds. However, just a genuinely good class. Like high protection, the riposte is great on everyone. Yeah, and the Prophet himself will bleed, so we can get some bleed synergy going there. Let's try and pull you forward. Also speed up the fact that you're dying, and it might fuck up this guy's move.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Should sink everything we can to this guy before he kills us.
Continue the onslaught.
And you're dead too.
Destroy.
So let's try and get a free heal off.
All.
Perfect. And some free stress relief.
A death by inches.
A death by inches. That's actually how I want to go out. Such a rude for this channel? Nope.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Madman! He has to go out first before he does this. No horror though, that's a big bonus. I think that move can inflict horror. And you will bleed. There will be blood. Is that still a timely reference? People still love that movie? Yes? No? Just me? Okay. I actually don't love that movie. And not because it's a bad movie. I actually haven't seen it, would you believe? It's one of those movies I just missed. Shocking, I know. Oh, you're dead. Bye, madman. Frothing madman. Frothing at the gash. Right, Arbalest, you can go forward. I believe you're more effective.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Graham, you can heal yourself. Very important to keep the healer alive. Always need to remember that. Blech. Spread the damage.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
General, you legend. Yeah, so he's using bayonet jab as opposed to his sniper shot equivalent. I can't remember what it's called. So we still have the riposte, so let's just obliterate the big guy. I say the big guy, the biggest guy left, this little pussy bone veteran right here. That sets him up for this.
Precious advantage.
And
give them no quarter.
So let's get a free heal up on Spectrum. And you may as well just absolution yourself too. Just buff. There we go. That's the game.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Probably don't need a holy water. Take money instead. Herbs? It is herbs.
A fortune. Waiting to be spent.
Anything I want to ditch for busts? Yep, don't know why I brought antivenom. Oh, I remember, because I'm a fucking idiot. Popping the torch just in time, got as a scout. Okay, so now we know where the boss is, and we know there's no battles in between.
Wealth beyond measure.
The boss was a good idea.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Not touching the books. The books are bad news almost universally. Almost universally, not all the time. So we don't really need to, but we're going to camp here and we're just going to focus on taking buffs and maybe get rid of this stress too.
A spark without kindling.
That's some stress
A
gone.
goal without hope.
Don't want nighttime ambush because those fights are always a pain in the arse. So unspeakable commune, everyone takes a bit of stress damage, but that's fine because we're going to spend the rest of the time getting rid of it. Okay, so we encourage you. Encourage you again. And we have 5 left. Let's see what kind of buffs we can get. That's stress for everyone, but a little bit of protection for you. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's take the stress and make John super strong so that he can destroy the... what are they calling it? Pews? Church seats? Pews? Yeah.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Ah, Graham. What's your buff? Okay, so he's going to do more damage. He's not a damage dealing character, but sure.
Packs laden with loot.
I would rather have that on Spectrum, but you know, Graham can just do whatever the fuck he wants. Jendo, get in there. Yeah. Cool, so we're in pretty good shape. Let's get our torchlight all the way up.
Right.
And
The promise of safety.
fucking here we go, boys. Abominating Prophet.
The madman hides there, behind the pews, spouting his mindless drivel.
So we don't have any way to prevent these things falling on us this time, but we do have a big healer. Actually, was Graham here the last time? Did Graham fight the last prophet? I think he might have. Cool. Right, so I think it's more important that I buff people for speed first so that we can try and lay as much damage into these as we can. Nobody needs healed right now, so we will weaken him. Hopefully that makes him do less damage from the falling debris. I'm sure I figured that out last time, but you know me, I don't remember things. Transform! And you can start raking through these. Rake, 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 rake until he comes
The
forward.
blood quickens.
Oh, double stun, that is all the bad news. Let's set up Blood Fury, just in case we get hit, and then we can return some of the damage. That's pretty nasty. Right, and Jenna's been targeted again. So let's have him... Stress is okay just now, so we'll just have him start to weaken these. And obliterate! Again, this is...
Unnerved, unbalanced.
This is not the best way to do this fight. Because you're focusing on getting loads of extra money as opposed to actually surviving. But it's the way I'm doing the fight, motherfuckers. And it will be fine. That's one down. He's getting closer. He's getting closer to the front before he fucking dies. Graham, we need the biggest heal you got, buddy. That's not going to cut it. It's just not enough. Right, let's forgo damage for the big protection buff so we can protect ourselves from this big falling ruin level.
To perform beyond one's limits.
And you can just get harvest going. Yeah, crits.
Executed.
More bleed on this guy is good thing.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Oh, that's bad news. Did I not use... I didn't. I don't have an anti-venom to use actually. I threw it away because I'm not near it. Oh, Graham, save me. I need healing. I could have you transform down and heal yourself, but I think it's more important that we just get through these barricades, get him forward, and then get Spectrum to deal some big damage to him, because his bleeding is going to take extra damage. Right, you don't have anything to get rid of your blight, but the blight is faded anyway, so instead let's increase everyone's speed so that Graham can hopefully act before the Prophet. Yep, and big heal. 19, I'll take it, that's beautiful. Much better. Sorry we don't have anti-venom for you, Spectrum, but let's set up another Blood Fury. Add on to his bleed, that's perfect. Graham dodged it, which is good, it means he resists the stun. 18 damage, fuck's sake. Oh, John's in trouble. Right, break. We need Graham to get his turn quick. But we also can't pass up on this damage. Actually, no, we can. We can definitely pass on the damage to make sure everyone stays alive. There we go. Big heal. Oh, fuck. That's not enough. Right, Sanguine Strike. Really shouldn't be spreading damage about, but damn, I want that money.
How quickly the tide turns.
The Spectrum's going to be stunned this round. And John's on death's door.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
Shit. You're stunned so you can do his riposte. Yes, speed is very important right now. And to guarantee that Graham gets turned down, read the biggest heal you got. 6 is not going to cover it. At least you tried.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism.
Resolve, and now he's abusive.
Cowardice.
Great. I had no idea that I forced him out of his transformation. But, you know, that kind of works in our favour, because now we can try and stun this guy. Stun resistance is pretty high, but we're going to try for it anyway. And failed. Barf. Ha! The Barf has got nothing on me. Oh shit! Two party members on death's door.
Terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
And Graham is targeted. Shit. Right, stop bleeding. Try and stun him again, please. Nope. Big heal on Spectrum. 0.
Compassion is a rarity in the fever
Graham.
pitch of battle.
What the fuck? Right, try and kill him. Should have been trying to kill him from the start. No fucking around. Protection is not going to help if you're on death's door. There's no way, no item we can use to up your health. And if we mark you, it's more likely you'll get hit. But Graham's definitely going to get hit. Fulminate's the only thing we have to worry about. So let's just go for Obliterate and pray that we get the kill. He's dead next round. No! Oh my god, thank god. That could have been 2 deaths.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. There's too many people about to die. That's fine, because you're going to die next round anyway. That's the best target you could have chosen. Fucking here we go, boys. Oh,
Did he foresee his own
oh,
demise?
you would not believe the stress. We only got 2.
so long as he remains dead.
We've got 2 of our consecrated pews, which is fine. We will throw away these keys and we will take the bounty hunter's helmet and the diseased herb. Holy shit. Oh, the stress is real. Oh, I was so worried we were going to lose Spectrum on his first run. Oh, that's okay, I can breathe now. So anyway, for Graham, we got the Demon's Cauldron, which will make him better at stunning and debuffing, which is, it's alright. It's better than the other occultist stuff I already have. And we also brought home some heirlooms, which is good because we're still in desperate need of some upgrades. And Graham, weirdly enough, becomes our first champion. Great. And he also gets steady, which is less stress. Jendo picked up the wasting sickness, which we need to get rid of, and demonomania. Spectrum's up to veteran level rank and has syphilis. Welcome to the party, now you have syphilis, that's how it goes.
We dug for months, years, an eternity, and we were rewarded with madness.
Let's take everyone off party and go back to the hamlet and deal with some of these diseases and stress. Right, John, do you have anything? Gambler and Tim will only gamble, so... Is it because he's paranoid? Abusive? Oh, known cheat. So he will only gamble and he's a cheat, so there's nothing he can do to deal with the stress. Nope. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to do the treatment ward and we're going to get rid of Gambler. Spectrum, syphilis is not allowed on this party, I do apologise. You're going to spend some time in the medical ward. And Jendo, the wasting sickness, is probably bad news too. Graham, may not meditate. Can you go to the tavern and gamble? Yeah. Cool, so that's how we're being taken care of. The stress of these guys is pretty high, but they'll probably burn some of that off just by relaxing for a couple of weeks. And once we sort out the quirks, they can go to the tavern and get rid of the rest of the stress. So let's now sort by level. Our first champion, how astounding, and quite a few people are just about to tick over as well. And at the bottom of the list, to level up, we have Aja, Spectrum, once he's healed, Katya, and Alaska. So not next week because we need Spectrum for it, but the week after, we'll probably take out our last guys and get them leveled up as well. But failing that, we are moving up to the champion level quite quickly. Excellent. So thank you guys very much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next episode. Bye!